Hi, Izabela Kozakiewicz. Welcome on Fintech Summit in Warsaw. With me, Kalle Palling. Hi.
Hi.
You've got today a presentation on the summit in regards to insurance in mobility. How, from your perspective, being active and originally being from Estonia, how you perceive the global trends in insurance related to mobility? When are we going to adopt the newest technologies and newest solutions like e-commerce, for example, is developing?
I guess pretty soon. Let's say the ability to provide such things is there. I would say that the lack of car supply, this is a bit of a tailwind. The global environmental policy, this is driving us towards some trends. And of course the cars as such and the assets that we use every day. It's not only cars. If we talk about mobility, we also talk about kick scooters, bikes, e-bikes. So basically there is quite a lot of brain inside these devices and quite a lot of information that we could use for the better calculation of insurance and more personalized insurance. And that's what Kalle is preparing already.
From the perspective of global trends, where are we in CEE, in Poland, in Estonia, with technologies?
I guess with technology we are quite far, but in terms of implementing this technology, we are doing the first steps. Although I see that, I mean, most of the insurance companies and intermediaries like us are doing it. So I mean, this is the way to do the business for the future, because we are all different as persons, and so would have to be the insurance quote calculated.
Insurance is not, I would say, not an easy sector. From the perspective of solutions provider, how do you perceive or what kind of biggest challenges you see on the adoption path?
I guess finding the right people who would like to change something, because insurance is a sector, and I mean I'm not somebody new who tells that. This is told by the, let's say, senior players in the insurance sector, is that insurance has been in quite a comfort zone for the last, I don't know, let's say tens of years, and there is no such need for change. But basically after GDPR, definitely people understand that the data about them that many of the companies collect and let's say people are donating, then you should manage to do something with it. I mean, put it to work for you. And the biggest, let's say, game changer would be the price for the person. So if we can put all these things together, the global trend as, I mean, the more data about persons, then more knowledge about that actually the data matters as well, and my behavior matters, and not that my behavior matters, but also everything can be traced at some point. I mean, not going too much into the Black Mirror stuff, but basically it's
I wanted to citate Black
basically it's all doable, and I would say that this is the field where all the people who actually care, they will definitely win, and those who don't care, then I don't know if they lose, but they don't win definitely.
So from the human perspective, is the technology which is tracking everything, each our step, each our move while driving car, do you think it will change a little bit our behavior from the point of being conscious that everything is tracked and my insurance price can be higher or lower according to how speedy I like to drive?
I guess it will. For me, definitely it would. And I guess that there are quite many in the society who would care about that. I guess it comes with the different generations as well. But if we don't prepare for it now, then it will never happen. And I mean, we are currently already facing the self-driving cars, for example, in the streets, and this is something. If we have customer who owns the fleet of self-driving buses, and if we negotiate the insurance deal for them, then I mean we compare that. Look, here you have the bus driver about whom you don't know anything, and here you have the bus about whom you know everything. So every second, I mean, the speed, where they are, they have practiced in polygons for, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of kilometers. So basically,
predictable.
This is predictable, and it should be taken into account. And yeah, I mean, this is maybe too much on the other let's say corner of the discussion, but basically. There are the opportunities, and I guess we will end up somewhere in the middle by the end of the day, because insurance is a solidarity approach as well. Yep. So there must be a solidarity in it as well. But at least some part of the price, there should be ability to influence it with my behavior, and that's what we are doing. So basically, it can't be this way that. And I don't believe that it will end up this way, that I'm super good in everything and my insurance price is zero. Yep. I don't believe that, but basically if otherwise it would be €1,000 and I have a good behavior and good track record, then the insurance price might be 500, maybe 300, and that would be okay. It would have impact, it would have difference, and it would have the solidarity part in it as well. So everybody wins.
From the perspective of spreading to other countries with Kasze, with the foreign expansion, what is the biggest challenge for you? Is the legal side? Because you are in quite hard sector from the legal side perspective, one of the most regulated ever. Is this something what is your nightmare, I would say?
Yeah, it's not a nightmare, but it's a challenge definitely, because we are in the quite hard sector, which is insurance, and we have chosen one of the most, let's say, complicated products as well, which is the motor third-party liability, which is super regulated in each and every market, and but it's the biggest market, I would say, biggest market to actually change something. And if we look at the European climate policy and the global climate policy, then the CO2 emissions from the transport sector is definitely one of the biggest, let's say, key challenges. And if we could enable the platform economy, and one of the blockers for this platform economy, will it be platform work or will it be, short-term rental or car sharing, is the insurance price. And by changing the insurance price to a lower one, we will make the services more accessible for the end users. And if the service is accessible, let's take example the app taxis, the delivery, the car sharing. Then what's the point of owning my own car? Then I will use these different platform services, or if it's a short-term commute, I will walk or use the kick scooter. So basically, we must enable this sector to make change in this huge transportation sector that we are facing today, because it's comparable with the emissions from the let's say energy and energy industry overall, but let's say we tend not to talk about that much about this. And if we look at the car supply challenges at the moment, then I would say that you must take care of the same car a bit more time, because you just don't get a new one. And that's the good behavior and good usage of the car plays a crucial role there.
Last but not least, you came to Poland to visit Fintech Summit. How you perceive this event in accordance to all other events not realized outside of Poland?
What I see so far, it's excellent. I had very warm welcome in the audience, although I just arrived before my presentation. But I will stay here for the longer event and for the gala. But yeah, I've heard only good words from the previous events and also this one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All about future in insurance mobility.